Welcome in, everybody, to CKT's coverage of Summer Game Fest, Day 0, I think, Sony State of Play. Hi, I'm Demo. I'm going to be one of your hosts through all of SGF throughout the coming week and a half, roughly, that we have, along with Rods Caden, my co-host here. Rods, you want to introduce yourself really quickly?
Hello, everyone. My name is Rods. I am a variety streamer, and I just love this season of just getting so many announcements, so many things, independent of who it comes from. So I'm just happy to be here. I'm glad to be able to be a part of this.
Thanks, Rods. I'm definitely looking forward to doing all these events with you. I know we both love to cover these things. We love to react to them and all the trailers and all that kind of stuff, all the hype. It's really exciting. Also along with us is kind of a newer member of CKT, Sandwicher. Welcome in, buddy. How are you?
Hello. Welcome to the Sandwicher experience. Hold on, it's not my show today. It's really great to be here, honestly, Demo. This is the first time I've done anything like this for Twitch or really for live, and I'm happy to. I'm just so happy to be here. I can't say anything besides that, honestly.
We are happy to have you, friend. This is the second year I've kind of done this with co-hosts, and I reached out to CKT and I was like, hey, I want to make this like a big thing with like a bunch of friends, right? And so I'm really excited to meet like all kinds of different people and like see their interests in the games and stuff. It's gonna be really good. So looking forward to it. But we're covering PlayStation today. We've got some topics for discussion, and I'd like to kind of launch into that. So the first thing being, this is a state of play and not a PlayStation production like big event thing, right? Like this is just a state of play. It's not like a big presents thing like they normally do during like E3 season. So is this going to be not as hype, you think, or are they going to kind of bring the sauce with the state of play today?
I think it depends.
You think so?
Based on the conversation we were having earlier, like with the changes they've been making in these little processes and procedures, like even the stuff you just have on the list, I'm sure we're going to cover that real quick. But I think this could be really hype, or it could be nothing. But I guess we'll see.
Right. Yeah. It very well could be. I think the last state of play that they did was impressive to me. Like they had Death Stranding 2. They had some other stuff that was pretty impressive. But I'm hoping that we get at least one big first party PlayStation announcement, right? Ghost of Tsushima 2 or something along those lines, right? So I'm kind of hoping for it. Rods, what are you kind of expecting for today?
I am of two minds. I feel like it could absolutely be this big presentation with a lot of announcements. But depending on how it turns out, I don't think it's an unprecedented move for them or anyone to do if they have this show be a smaller show and then they have another presentation later at some point, because this
very good point.
Presentation coming out of nowhere without any hype, without anything, was
like
one of the
2
things
days they announced it, right?
They announced it yesterday, and PlayStation, I'm going to say it right now, fuck you for doing this to me, because I hate having to plan stuff in such a tight window. Like we've had such a long run up to SGF, and everybody comes out with their stuff like a week beforehand, and that even stresses me out. So 24 hours is just ridiculous.
And wouldn't it be funny if there's literally nothing interesting today, and it's just like the smallest games?
Yeah.
Well, something to talk about then. Like the lead up for this for me was like, I'm going to sign up the PlayStation. It's probably going to be the one that I care about the most. And then like you hit me up yesterday and be like, hey, you're good for tomorrow. And I was like, shit, that's right. They released. I saw it like earlier, like just before that. I was like, shit, that is tomorrow. Oh fuck.
Right.
And, I had to scramble and be like, what do I know? What do I know? Okay, I'm good. I'm good. It's PlayStation. We're good.
Right.
But it's unprecedented to be like, here's a thing tomorrow.
Yeah.
Capcom doesn't even do that.
Right. Nintendo even gives us 48 hours at least. You know?
Yeah.
The only other time I remember something like this coming, even since it's a little bit earlier than most other presentations, was when Xbox was, but this was a console release year, where I believe they announced the console and like showed a few games right before E3, and then during E3 they had their big main presentation.
Right.
So unless they're doing like a little pre thing to get some things out of the way, maybe it is the PS5 Pro. Maybe it's something like that, but yeah. So that's why I thought of something like that being a thing.
You know, I like that you brought in hardware because we've got PSVR too, right? Like they've officially said we will see some PSVR stuff during the state of play. I want to know how many games out of the 14 games that we're going to see today are going to be PSVR 2.
We are going to get a 2-minute flash of like they go through like the indies like Nintendo does at the end of their
Like a reel?
direct. They have like 2 minutes of a reel, and it's like here's Overcooked and here's whatever. I think they'll do that, and they'll say 2 minutes of Horizon Zero Dawn of whatever they got, and then it'll say all coming to PC and Steam by this time.
Okay. So you think you think that trailer is not going to be counted in the 14 games that they've already said are going to be showing up here? That's going to be like a separate thing.
I think that's going to be, hey, there's the announcement PSVR is going to come to PC. If you have one now and you have a PC, you can use it, not tomorrow, but like probably next month. I think it's going to be an announcement for this is coming. We have this dongle. You can play on PC. I think it's going to be a show off. I don't know if we're going to get anything. Maybe one big game as a big push to go and get it. I don't think we're going to get anything else.
Okay. Gotcha. I can see it.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah. I'm thinking if we don't get something like that, I think we'll get 3 third-party games that they've done like a marketing deal with Sony to be like, hey, advertise our game for us, and we'll put it on PSVR 2 for you. Like things like we saw for like Metro VR, like all those kinds of things that we've seen before. I think we might get like 3 of those or something like that. So I like that you brought up the PC equation though, because we did get a leak, or there was a leak of like the patent for the dongle, right? That connects it to the PC. So yeah, I like that. Were you going to say something, Rods?
Yeah, I was just going to say that I do think that if they are going to be putting it on the PC and they are going to be adding that they will bring something first party to that. Because I think that is one of their big things, a big Sony first party, PlayStation first party, now on PC as well for the PSVR 2.
Right.
So I think that they don't do that without showing something first party that will also go on the PC, if they're bringing it to the PC during this presentation or anything like that.
Right.
Or announcing it here.
Yeah. Good call. Good call. All right. Speaking of first party, maybe we can cover another kind of rumor / leak that has happened over the past 24 to 48 hours, and that is an Astrobot game. So for those of you who aren't aware, when the PS5 came out, bundled with that was a game called Astro's Playroom.
That's right.
Very, very good game. I really liked that game. Like for it just being basically a tech demo of the controller for the PS5, they did an amazing job on that game. And as a result of that, they brought Team Asobi, who developed that game for them, into the PlayStation as a first party developer. So
yeah, honestly, good for them.
Yeah. Yep. So the rumor is that we're getting a full-fledged 3D platformer, all Astrobot, kind of as like a competitor to Mario, and I'm all for it. I think it's going to be really cool.
Yeah, I was really impressed with everything that I saw about it, and it just seems like such a solid studio to be making this 3D platformer based on these little robots. And the thing that I really admire is that a lot of people call all these specific functions of the controller and stuff like, oh, they're just doing gimmicks. But I think the way they use it elevates them to like proper mechanics in the game, just based on the controller. And I think that understanding of the hardware, the things that they can possibly do just in general with the PlayStation, it's always exciting because I feel like it's always beyond what people usually can predict that they're gonna do. And I just love when a studio has that. So absolutely looking forward to Astrobot 2 if they're making that.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it too. Speaking of other first party titles that we at least are aware that are coming in 2024, Concord, which is one of their big games as a service endeavors that PlayStation has decided to go down the route of, which I'm not the hugest fan of. But yeah, any thoughts on what we think Concord is going to be? I'm going to pull up the the teaser trailer here for folks to see what that looks like.
Rods, if you want to go and take that one first, I already said what I thought it was going to be before the show.
Yeah, so we were talking about it a little bit, and we were mentioning that there's a possibility it could be, what's the name of it?
Extraction shooter.
Yeah, an extraction shooter,
Yeah.
which I thought would be interesting. There's also, honestly, whenever they show like something like this, they are showing weapons, they are showing other things like that.
Right.
It really does make me wonder what kind of, they've mentioned it is PvP. That for sure is what they have shown and officially said.
Mm-hmm.
Which I guess now that I think about it, extraction shooters, they say it's PvPvE, right?
I think so. I don't play much extraction shooters, so I couldn't tell you.
But what is there in something like Tarkov? Are there bots, or are the scavs all people?
No, I think there are bots. I don't know if this is like an official term that they use for that, or if it's just people informally call it PvPvE. But if it is official, then that would be interesting, because then officially they're not classifying it as this. But again, I don't know if it's just informal kind of terminology. Yeah. But it does make me curious, because we were talking about as well how Sony was making this huge push for multiplayer, and honestly, if you've been keeping up, they've pulled back a lot on that, because they haven't been seeing a lot of success in a lot of their multiplayer pushes. So I'd be curious to see if this is going to be repurposed in some way as well.
Yeah.
From like the original vision, maybe.
Watching this trailer back, I had a sudden thought of this could just be a Fortnite.
I was just about to say that, Sandwicher. The styling and like the little characters and the burger
until lunch.
Yeah.
The weapons, like the guns, look kind of like Destiny weapons, and I was like, these are stylistic. This has a lot of flair.
Mm-hmm.
This might just be, because if I didn't think it was PvP, I would say this looks like what Starfield should be. But
yeah,
because like the visuals are all really on point, right?
They are.
Mm-hmm.
They are.
But what they're giving us is maybe just a battle royale.
I hope not.
Coming 15 seconds till drop kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, I could see that.
That's not a problem. It could be good.
It gave me big Guardians of the Galaxy vibes as well, like the color palette and like the music that they selected for the trailer and all that kind of stuff. So if they kind of tailor it towards that kind of styling, I could see that possibly working. We actually have like 30 seconds until the state of play starts. We went through that very, very quickly. So I'm going to be transitioning over to that here very shortly, but I just wanted to give you guys a heads up once that goes live.
My chat is saying that Bungie is Marathon re-releasing as their new extraction shooter. And that's true. I did say that before the show, but it doesn't mean that they can't do two, because I don't know what they're going to be doing with Bungie soon.
Yeah,
let's shutting them down after Final Shape.
Yeah, good point. Yeah. Final Shape, is that like the final thing for Destiny 2? I'm not aware. I don't play Destiny 2. So yeah, it could very well be. All right. I am going to go ahead and transition us over to the content. We're smaller, guys. And then, yeah, we'll just wait for this to premiere here. Let's acknowledge the chat really quick. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Hello, Zach, April, Thundus, Chrissy, everybody. Thank you for letting me know of the audio issues. I appreciate you letting me know and bumping them up so you guys can hear them. And if there are any other issues, definitely let me know. Oh, we've got a timer, 45 seconds. All right, perfect.
Oh, okay. Ooh, nice timer.
Yeah, I like this. Let's see if they got some music.
Ooh.
I'm excited. Look at it. Look at this. They've never done a state of play kind of intro like this before. That's interesting. Yeah. Chat, are you hearing this audio and everything and all of us balanced okay?
I'm hearing it fine.
I can also hear it.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Am I alone? Is that why everyone's saying I'm by myself?
Yeah, Rods is on the other. Yeah, Rods, you're in one corner, and then me and Sandwich are on the other. If you, I didn't want to put myself in the middle, because if there's subtitles, then my head's gonna be blocking subtitles.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. You're good.
Perfect. All right.
Corner.
What the fuck? Oh my god.
Oh, it was the countdown for the countdown.
The countdown
I hate
for the
when
countdown.
they do that.
I think that previous thing was the YouTube premiere countdown.
Were you guys here?
Countdown.
Did you guys watch that one Capcom presentation that was 90% countdown?
Yes.
And then it starts another countdown, and then it was like 2 minutes of presentation.
Yeah. It was bogus.
I vaguely remember that.
Here we go.
Oh, here it is. Oh, please, come on, Bloodborne. That's what I'm hoping for.
Right off the top.
If they do it.
Hi everyone, I'm Asad
Hello.
Kishbash, head of product at PlayStation Studios.
You're not
and head of
Bloodborne.
PlayStation Productions. I'm here to welcome
You don't
one of
know.
the newest members of the PlayStation.
His face just blows up.
This team brings together
Oh, there it is, Concord.
Firewalk. Yeah, that's
with
Concord.
an incredible pedigree in the online multiplayer space. We announced their first game, Concord, last year, and
Wow,
today
they're starting the show with
they're
this.
revealing gameplay captured in-engine on PS5.
Gameplay
But
in
in
engine.
engine
Let's
is an
go.
extended vignette introducing some of the cool characters you'll find in the Concord Galaxy. Enjoy.
All right. What is this game?
I'm glad that it's gameplay too. 'Cause
Yeah.
So happy it's gameplay.
as the old
This
saying
thing's
goes.
Pre-rendered, I'm going to point that out immediately and be an ass.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because if there's no gameplay, there shouldn't be any hype.
Whoa. That's in engine? There's no way that's in engine.
No, this does not look in engine.
That's
If this is in
cinematic.
engine, they've lied.
They've lied already. That's too good on skin to be an engine. No way.
So we were talking about this earlier, St. Richard, but like your call out of it looking like Fortnite, very true. Like this styling reminds me of Fortnite. Like the
It's
way the
the,
characters are acting.
The specific, like the way the animations are and the way that the modeling is, it's like too perfect but not enough.
Best way to learn how not to die. Besides, it worked, didn't it?
Yeah, it's absolutely Guardians of the Galaxy mixed with Fortnite.
Yeah.
100%.
You'll like it. Trust me.
And also, they were falling from the sky at the beginning, which is
Dropping
Battle
in, right?
Royale.
Right. Crater City, big giant, you know,
Oh, what is
circular
the
map.
finals? This is the finals. Big guy, fast girl, medium strength.
Yeah.
dude.
Oh yeah.
Was not the plan.
Technically, it was a plan. It just wasn't the same plan that we started with.
If we don't leave with this blue
Hey,
light,
Mar. We will.
Hey, look, it's Gamora and Rocket, and Groot in the background.
I'll be waiting outside.
I am big guy. I am blue.
No one moves.
Actually,
taking this off
Robo,
your
you say the Beyond Good and
What?
Evil demo? It
This?
does look a lot like that.
Funny.
Oh yeah.
I really appreciate the use of color in this, though. It's really nice. I can. Can we turn English captions on if possible?
Yeah. If I can find my mouse.
Is it a hero shooter?
I was gonna say it could just be like a 5v5 hero shooter as well.
Copy that, Bill.
It's got diamonds. Yeah.
Well played.
Because it can still be a battle royale, just like Apex does it with
Yeah, it could
different
be.
classes.
Overwatch or a Apex Legends.
You're still mad at me?
Whoa, look at that robot. If I play this game, I'm gonna be the robot.
4 player teams potentially?
That looks very demo design.
This is you.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, the yellow.
Yep, yep.
Ooh. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely getting like finals feelings of this.
Goodbye.
It's Cliff Blazinski coming back with Lawbreakers 2.
Not bad. That actually is not bad this way that this is presented.
Don't worry. Nobody's dying dishonorably. And also, we're bringing this back with us.
Thank you, April. I was gonna try and say something, but you got it covered. I appreciate that, friend.
Getting us to the rendezvous point.
Also,
One off. Do not dare.
well, we were supposed to stick together.
If you let go, I swear I will bring
Oh,
vengeance.
look, there they are.
Hi. What the?
Hi. No. What's happening?
Oh no! Everybody's watching it. Everybody's
my
watching it.
gigabit internet is failing me.
Demo, do you have the YouTube chat open? Because that does
I don't think I do. Fuck off, YouTube chat.
Sometimes
Okay,
that
let's
does
go.
Oh boy.
Play, please.
Wouldn't be a stream without technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Why? Okay. Give me a second.
No, it always happens during these presentations because everybody's watching them.
Everybody's tuning in for it.
We started with.
I'm gonna try and rewind it back to where we were.
Nobody's dying dishonorably. And also, we're bringing this back with us. Hey, Mark.
This
That
game's probably a
in-engine
lot
footage
of
uses 2 gigabit.
Yeah.
Getting us to the rendezvous point.
Literally none of this is in-engine and gameplay, though.
Yeah, they said gameplay
None of
trailer in engines.
Perhaps we should have let go also.
One off. Do not dare.
But we were supposed to stick together.
If you let go,
would
I
never leave me.
swear I will bring
Oh,
vengeance.
look, there they are. Hi. What the?
all in it. Well, you know, I will say one thing. They said the same thing for Death Stranding, and it was. The models might look this good. I don't think so, but who knows?
That'd
They
be
did say
crazy.
gameplay though, which
Yeah.
is
The one we started with.
We haven't got gameplay at all.
All right.
if this is gameplay, we're playing the role of watching a movie, and I guess
Right.
that's pretty accurate.
Right.
Carry it around with you for emergency bland situations or whatever.
Hey, Mara. Don't joke about something like this.
This is very Guardians of the Galaxy, though.
Job is
It
somewhere
is.
with less scaffolding.
Very much.
Sony, did
Zero
Sony publish that one
scaffolding, I
too?
promise.
No, that was
no.
Square.
Yeah, Square Enix. Yeah.
For so long,
I thought I'd never feel your fiery embrace again.
you sound ridiculous.
It's now they're decoupling from being a solo publishing studio there.
Mm. That was a long trailer, by the way.
Concord is a 5v5 first-person shooter set in the vibrant sci-fi universe of the
5v5.
Concord Galaxy.
So it's
Concord,
a hero
the moment
shooter.
you log on, you're part of the crew of the North Star, a group of guns for hire
Yep.
known in our galaxy as Free Gunners. Free Gunners are those lucky enough to be free
Here's
to
the
roam
actual
stars.
look.
Is this going to be like a
They take
Valorant
high-stake
type
jobs on
thing?
worlds across wild space,
Uh,
where they
yeah,
face
it looks
other
this-
fiercely competitive Free Gunner crews.
Like an
Here's the
arena
very first look at the gameplay
slash
of
That's
hero
what I'm
shooter?
wondering if
Hold
it's.
on. Oh, gameplay now.
It's hard work.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna see here if it's gonna be objective based or kill based.
Mm.
Well, they had to go and pick up the thing and get out, so I
Mm.
assume it was half the hard point kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, get the bomb. Here we go.
Whoa.
Making something of themselves. A chance to
Yep.
be someone.
Valorant.
I don't know what I think of
Got a
this
gun.
yet.
Wow, this plays a lot like Destiny with like the pistols and the knife throw.
Yeah.
The way that she's flying around, like what?
And in the wild.
Oh,
I just want to be
if
the
you're in
giant
chat,
robot
please
tank.
tell me.
That's what I want to play as. That just like shoots a vacuum at people.
That is honestly pretty good ability. I really do like that.
Endless rage!
We risk our lives every day to do the job.
I like that melee attack though. That has a spike on the grip.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah, this is gonna be my character.
There you go.
This crew will go
Wow,
No,
they showed like
I'm
2
really
seconds
liking
of
the
this
abilities
gameplay.
they're showing off here.
take any job.
Because I feel like sometimes some of these games, the certain abilities, they immediately feel like too samey, too like. But I'm liking also the movement, a lot of verticality. I don't play Destiny or haven't really played any of them.
It looks a lot like Destiny's
Crew of the
movement.
North Star.
Deadly Mochi says in chat, I can see this game dying real quick, to be honest. Do we agree?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Any of these games, I think, have a high
So
chance.
hard.
100%.
So hard.
And
Hardly
it's
think.
scary because
So-
like how much time and money did they put into this, right?
Would you like to join us?
Clearly a lot.
Yeah.
With
Yeah,
Concord,
yeah.
we lean on the strengths and background of our team
This
to
is
make
gonna be
a
the first
tight,
15 minutes of this
well-balanced
presentation.
FPS that feels great to play.
Yeah, like
We focused a
it's
ton
been
of our
like almost 10
attention and
minutes
our
already.
tech on building a strong game
That's for
plan,
one
I do
game.
think
tight core movement,
that
Okay, well, none
Sony
of us
invested a
played those
lot in their multiplayers, and the fact that they haven't seen any return, I think that they want to put a lot of marketing behind this one.
Yeah.
To see if they can get something from it.
Yeah, I mean, they said that a huge portion of their budget was going to go towards these games as a service games. So
Absolutely. And the fact that they saw a lot of losses, at least from when they last spoke, probably means that they. Yeah.
But also, does Helldivers 2 like bolster them and make them double down on this stuff because it was so successful? I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, if they sell it to a bunch of places in the world that they have to rescind access from, then maybe it's not going to sell.
Right.
Yeah, I think actually thinking about that point, them going into multiplayer games that'll have a PC tie-in are going to be disincentivized for people to play because of how they're going to act potentially towards different regions.
Absolutely.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
Yeah, their first foray into that very much left a very bad taste in a lot of people's mouths.
180 countries, and how many players were not able to play Helldivers 2 anymore?
They will feature
Yep.
ongoing
A huge
narrative
chunk.
arcs that grow the characters'
Oh,
stories,
so they're saying that every week they're going to have a new cinematic for this game that progresses the story.
Destiny 2 does that every season.
Overwatch tried to do that and failed, so they're probably just trying to be like, oh, we're gonna do
Comes
these
out in
things.
August? Oh my god.
That's soon.
There's probably a beta soon as hell then.
They said July. Yeah.
Did it say July?
Yeah.
Pre-orders in June, get beta early access, and get a Monarch back. Oh, if you get it, you get access for you and 4 friends.
And 4 of your friends, yeah.
Chrissy said, how does this first entry give you vibes for the rest of the show? It makes me worried that all we're going to see is games as a service stuff. Oh, shit! PC God of War Ragnarok!
Oh, shit. Okay, when is that released?
This makes me feel better.
Immediately just
nobody likes removes customers, so we make less money and piss everyone off. That's good for business.
This game was so good.
I still need to play this.
Oh, Rods, you have to. It's so good.
I know. I love the first one so much.
It's coming to PC. You're going to be able to. Let's go.
I know.
That's exciting.
I really. Oh.
I know Sortex, a buddy of mine that we play games with sometimes. He's really been looking forward to this, so I'm excited for him.
I can't wait to have Atreus tell me the solution of a puzzle within a minute on PC. But outside of that, no, I'm really excited for this. That first one was so good.
When was this game originally released?
Was it November last year?
Wait, last year? Hold on, wait.
No, it can't be last year. Because it was the same year as
2 years
Elden
ago.
Ring. Yeah,
November 2 years ago. Yeah, that's it.
2022.
God, time has flown by. Oh my god.
And Bloodborne was released in 2015. Why are they remastering this? What's this?
It's never happening, Rods. We gotta give up. This is a good announcement.
Cool trailer moment.
That's hype.
Yeah, this is a really great announcement.
September. Let's go.
Pre-purchase now.
Good
I
shit.
feel like they're cutting the trailers real quick.
Real talk,
Yeah.
my elderly mother keeps telling me I need to play this. Your mom tells you you need to play God of War Ragnarok?
That's
fun.
amazing.
Soldiers and officials alike. Oppress the people.
Ooh, what's this?
That's Asprade?
And the people
Ghost
must
of
turn to
Tsushima?
thievery for food.
No, I don't think it's Tsushima.
Oh,
Mega
Mega
Force.
Force. Never heard of them before.
No, I think aren't they like the people to do the what's it called?
Men are powerless at the feet of the divine.
Like the strategy.
Oh, Dynasty Warriors?
No, it's not Dynasty because Dynasty is
Holy shit.
It's like the one where you control armies usually from above.
Yeah, this looks more third person.
Yeah, this does look Dynasty Warriors.
Still Dynasty Warriors as fuck, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sengoku Basara? Like, what do we get at? It's Nobunaga Oda. Like what is this?
Wait, could this be Onimusha Warlords or something?
No, that was the original title of the first game, actually. I haven't seen Demons yet.
Oh, it's straight
Oh,
up
it is
Dynasty
Dynasty
Warriors. Wow.
Okay.
2025.
I had the studios confused for that.
Origins. So probably a
Infold.
remake of the first Dynasty Warriors.
Flashbang. Jesus Christ.
I know, right?
It wasn't a dream.
What is this?
We were really transported to Mirrorland.
This
I want to go to
makes me
Mirrorland.
think.
Of a stylist.
Get your emotes out. Let's go.
This really makes me think of Square every time I see something like this.
Yeah.
Probably not though.
Her plastic ass face. What? Why is this open world? Why is Disney Dreamlight Valley by Sony in open worlds?
Cat puzzle platformer?
The assets mismatch is like
Yeah, very.
it's little.
Yeah.
This looks like a mobile game that could port it up. What is this?
Yeah, the animations and things look very mobile game.
This does look cute here. You're right.
What's the camera aspect of this?
It's Pokemon Snap, but you're taking pictures of girls. Wait.
Waifu
Girls,
Snap.
yeah.
Waifu Snap.
God, if it's called Waifu Snap.
Oh, they got the glider. It's
Snap
Breath
your
of the
waifu.
Wild.
In half.
Why does it have
Maybe it's-
Mario Odyssey music?
This is a
Mario just appears in the background. Woohoo! Throws his hat on them.
Nikki.
Is it you who pursues
A test in Q3.
or is infinity
Test?
awaiting
And
you?
now we got
It's
Elden
Elden
Ring.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, does this have something? What?
Stars.
Wait, is Nikki here? Which has
Also,
got
Mim,
infinite
thank you
Nikki.
for the follow.
I have seen the miracles you so claim.
Thank you so much for being here. No, not you, me,
Tipsworth.
Nikki.
Until the towering shadows.
Bloodborne. Hey.
Wait, what? What?
A bell rang.
I
He rang
tapped
a
out.
bell, so I
Okay.
said Bloodborne.
But all that came were inferior shades.
Whoa.
Why do we have to bear the consequences of such?
Yeah, don't scare me like that, demo.
Sorry.
What in the world?
Forsaken 2.
War.
Forspoken 2? What was that game that came out that I don't know what it is?
Forspoken, don't play it. It's bad.
I've heard the writing. I heard the combat's fine, the writing is bad.
Yeah, yeah.
The combat wasn't much to write home about.
I heard it was like Final Fantasy 16, but no.
Oh, really? It wasn't as good as Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah,
This
I've
looks
heard
kinda
it
dope,
probably
though.
like there's something to it. This does look really good.
I'm
Is it- if
always
this isn't-
concerned.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I'm always concerned though, because there's always the risk of it feeling kind of like trying hard, but ends up being generic.
Yeah.
But it looks really cool.
is
I'm
this
always
like
hyped.
Is it an
Yeah, go ahead.
ARPG? Like, is it like a Soulsborne kind of
It
game, or
looks
like?
Soulsborne-y with the combat that they showed with the bosses
You
and
want,
stuff. But I
want to
don't
know
know.
exactly what this game is? Like Last
Ballad
of Us,
of-
a big man baby child game.
Yeah, it is. It was two people. Yeah.
Skydance is what is? Have you heard of Behemoth?
I've
No.
seen a trailer for it, but I forget what was in it.
Skydance has been doing. Oh, it's VR. They've been pushing a lot of VR. Skydance.
I thought I could
I
be a
haven't even heard of
hero
this.
and break the curse.
Well, here's one of our VR titles.
Yes, Death Stranding is big man baby child.
Yep,
game.
from
it's
the
by the same
Walking
guys who
Dead
did The Walking Dead. Okay,
And that was a really good game.
I needed to play that.
And the gods that
Skyrim
walk
looking?
among
It
us
looks like Skyrim.
thirst for death.
Would probably be better than Skyrim in VR.
No problem, April. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with chat and lots of things all at once.
That in scale would be fucking terrifying.
Yeah, it would.
Shadow of the Colossus?
Yeah.
Ooh, Shadow of the Colossus in VR would be a very.
So, honey, you say this about the PC port. We found a leak that was talking about a dongle that would allow you to play these on PC. So I'm wondering if they're going to release it for PC.
Thought I could be a
Yeah,
hero.
Shadow of the Colossus in VR. Oh my gosh.
But heroes don't
Wow.
survive the Forsaken Lands.
Wow.
Is that Lies to Texas?
Look at that schnoz.
Only monsters do.
Fall
Skydance
2024. Yeah, that would be absolutely terrifying in VR.
Yes.
I would have a panic attack.
There are already bits that I've done in VR where something is gigantic and it makes me feel terrible.
Ooh, this feels like
The
horror.
Simpsons game.
I don't recognize any of the names.
Wait,
No.
wait, a VR Alien game!
Nope.
Alien?
No.
Oh my god!
Oh, no.
I played Alien Isolation in VR for Halloween. This is gonna be fucking amazing.
Nope.
Oh, I'm out, I'm done. Ah!
Is it the Alien Isolation team? Because that would be amazing. Oh, there's been a trailer for this.
Nope.
I had not heard of Servios, the studio.
Yeah,
I'm curious
I've
to
never
know.
heard of them either.
Let me see if I can look them up real quick.
You know what? They are showing more than just a splash
Hi everyone,
trailer
I'm
of
Sean Benson.
VR games. So
I'm back on
lost
State
that
of
one.
Play to introduce more exciting titles coming to PlayStation.
Hi, Sean.
Starting with a highly anticipated PvP shooter, playable soon on PS5.
What is this gonna be?
Okay, no, it was not.
Oh,
Blade.
Marvel Rivals.
Blade.
Nah, it's Marvel Rivals.
No, Netties!
Here's your hero shooter.
This is the other hero shooter. This looks really good. It's got a lot of polish.
It's
I don't
Overwatch
think-
reskin to Marvel.
It's not gonna get me to care, but it's really good.
Destiny awaits.
Same. I was seeing though, as someone who was like super into Overwatch, like it does seem that the things that they have mentioned already, they're very much focusing on not making the same blunders that Overwatch did,
Yeah.
which is interesting. It is obviously it depends on when it actually happens, but we'll see.
I really wanted to play the alpha of this to see how it felt and everything, because I like anything Marvel already attracts me a little bit because I'm a Marvel simp, but like I'm very much interested to see how well this does. Like if they don't make the blunders that Overwatch made, they could be very, very successful with this.
Absolutely.
Now, a lot of the issues that came from Overwatch were because of bad management. Bobby Kotick said fuck this studio as he was leaving.
Yeah.
His $50 million golden parachute. He took the PvE out in order to fuck the studio over before he was gone.
Right.
And one thing that it seems really cool in this game is the destruction of environments.
Yeah.
It seems like it's going to be very, very like central to how you play this, which is really cool.
Rainbow Six Siege is a lot about that, and I can see that kind of stuff playing vertically being a big part of how this goes. Is that Galactus?
Yeah. It's a female version of Galactus.
Is that actually her name?
Galacta, I think, is her name.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was seeing some gameplay of Spider-Man, so like the destruction of the environment, because he can stay up on the walls the entire time. So like being able to destroy the walls, I think it's a really cool thing.
Yeah.
Being a striker might be kind of how that works.
Whoa.
Fish.
Oh wait, we already know what that one looks like. Well, Demo, you've got a lot more Souls-likes to play now.
Oh my god, it's never gonna end.
You have to play all of them. It's in the contract.
You said on my stream you were gonna get to Baldur's Gate 3 in 2027 yesterday.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna take 10 years to finish Baldur's Gate 3. That's
Right,
a long
Look
game.
at the effects on this. The particles are oh my god.
The stream
Yo,
is dying.
give me the umbrella weapon. I want the umbrella weapon. Where Winds Meet. I've heard of this game before. I saw it a long time ago. Huh.
Aw.
Do we know where this is being developed?
PlayStation first party.
Hello, friends and
Also,
Ballistic
game
Moon.
name alert, by the way.
I'm super excited to welcome all my pals.
Oh,
back to
this
the
is
annual
the Until Dawn remake.
Oh right. Wait, they're remaking it. Oh, and like the engine for the quarry.
Hide from me, Michael.
Probably. It's a different
Wait, hold
studio
on.
that's remastering it.
Wait.
I think.
It means so much to me that we're all still here together.
Fight the break of
I feel like some of
Does this look significantly better than the PS4 version?
Let's make this one trip. We will never
No, this
forget.
lighting is actually worse in this. It could
Yeah,
just be YouTube compression, but that doesn't look better.
Is it a remake or is it a remaster?
I'm not sure. I have no idea.
Because this is very remaster levels of.
So, I posit something on this one. This might just be a re-release, and it could be remastered.
Yeah, it's possible.
It could just be gussied up or whatever. But the following games that came after Until Dawn that they made, like the side stories, like I forget what they're called.
It's like Pictures Anthology, right?
Thank you.
Yep.
Those didn't sell well at all. So I'm wondering if they're gonna do a better job at making money this time for that.
Will they make money?
This again to make money.
Also, I just looked at Everstone Games, the studio from the last game, and they are from China. It is really cool to see a lot more studios coming from China, from Korea, getting the spotlight with Sony and other.
Like, they put a lot of effort into these games. Path of Exile 2.
Absolutely.
Ooh. A lot of effort into these games is really hype. Actually, Stellar Blade is a Korean studio that made Nikke, right?
Yep.
The mobile game with the ads.
Ogum was once a peaceful.
That was the other one I was thinking about, and it turned out amazing.
Further into madness.
This game scares me not in terms of content, but in terms of like depth of systems. Like
what is this?
The Path of Exile 2.
Got excited and immediately forgot. Path of Exile 2.
Like the passive skill tree, I just open it and my eyes go cross-eyed and like my brain just explodes.
That's right. I did forget that was Path of Exile.
I am hoping for more meaningful updates because I did try playing that for a while, and I just felt like a lot of the tree were very small incremental changes.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
leveling is the idea? Like you're supposed to be able to play the same character over and over and over to go and do this stuff?
It's like a season. Yeah, they do like seasonal content like Diablo. So it's like Diablo, but on steroids. Like absolutely crazy builds and like all like you basically for the seasonal content like to do really well, you have to go in and like find a build online and like implement it like good luck trying to do it yourself.
Doing that,
yeah.
One thing that does seem super cool with this is that they're making the different builds, the different classes extremely varied, which like the way you play is completely different.
Yeah.
So,
and there's a dodge roll in this one too, which is a lot different than the first one.
Yeah.
So
I'm really excited for this.
Them all do the same kind of stuff or do the same damage or whatever. They're just making things really varied.
Yeah.
Like certain classes can combine different status attacks and things like that, and they interact differently with different things, and it's very, very deep once again. But
here's Angela.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. I was just.
It's okay.
No, I'm out already. Her voice is wrong.
The animation, I was expecting that this was going to be like peak animation for Silent Hill 2. It looks so janky.
It does. Yeah.
It's Super Team.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
I've still had hope, because this is what they've wanted to do for the longest time.
That's what their medium was supposed to be.
I guess I don't really care if it's dangerous or not.
Yeah, it doesn't look great.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
Wait, James is in HD. I'd rather just play the original again. Do you actually? Do you know what they've messed up Silent Hill 2 twice now? There was the original release and that's fine, but the HD release that came out on the Xbox and whatever back in 2010 or whatever had different voice acting, and that voice acting was layered over the original audio of the game because it was hard coded. They could not separate the audio from the cutscenes, so they had to re-record Troy Baker over Guy Seehee.
Oh wow.
Plus the fog and everything else that was wrong with that re-release. It's Silent Hill 2. Great.
No. Please.
I don't remember that character that he was talking to. I haven't played this in a really, really long time.
Angela is my favorite character from this.
Capcom announced this next game last December, offering just a glimpse of what's in store for their celebrated franchise. Today, I am so excited to share the first full
as I try to be a good streamer. Good game could be good.
This is Pog Monster Hunter Wilds gameplay.
Ooh. Multiplayer in this, I need to get my fucking hands on it. I have put 30 hours into multiple different games, and I don't know if I like Monster Hunter.
And ready to go. And then we can get started.
This is gonna be great.
You bet.
I hope we find them soon.
Oh no, the trauma.
Actually, Link or Peace Walker had some Monster Hunter stuff in it, like a real crossover. Like I fought a Rathalos and a T-Rex and stuff.
Oh, really?
It got me actually really interested in what Monster Hunter could be for multiplayer. So I'd be hyped to actually check this out.
I've never played a Monster Hunter game.
Also, I don't know if this is on our end or if the trailer actually looks like this, but there's some very moments of not very good frame pacing and low frame rate here. It makes me a little bit worried.
Just be the trailer.
Yeah, I always hope it's just a trailer. But sometimes I get a little bit concerned.
It's definitely worth it to go back and watch these like uncompressed through 2 streams and everything, right? Like,
yeah, that's why I'm not like blaming the game or anything, but like,
yeah.
The food's important, Balrog. You're right. The environmental interaction is really neat. Like being able to drop that rock onto an enemy to knock it over is really cool. That's brand new.
Monster Hunter is like a super grindy game, right?
You have to grind for everything.
Yeah.
It is about the grind.
The game is the grind.
Yeah, exactly.
You fool. But
you're a real slobber knocker.
Oh god.
It does make me very interested based on the things that they show there of like, you know, sand traps, catching the monsters and stuff like that, how you'll be able to use the environment in this one even more.
This is also on, I believe, still the RE engine.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe so. Wait, hold on. Is there a gun on the sword? Is that what I just saw on there? Is that what they're doing now? They're combining the short and long range weapons?
Maybe.
No,
whoa!
I've selected you as a lead hunter.
Oh, Gunland, you're right.
Thank you, sir.
Players? Yeah, multiplayer.
Can you Fulton people into you?
God, I hope.
Holy shit.
Oh, fun.
Getting my jaw to drop over here.
2025.
Capcom hasn't done wrong a little while. Well, not wrong, but you know.
Yeah.
Microtransactions in Resident Evil 4 notwithstanding, but
another first party. Oh,
there it is.
Let's go.
There
it is.
Astro!
I'm gonna play the shit out of this game.
He's dead. No.
Oh, and a Fennec Fox. Was that in the original? I don't know. Actually,
I don't think so.
You were talking about it earlier with the controller. This was the game that had the first reactive triggers and things that people could play. Right?
Yeah, it was bundled with the PS5. Yeah.
Right.
So it was as a demo for the controller features.
Yep. And it was phenomenal. Such a good game.
Speaking myself not having one of those controllers, I feel like I need to get one.
Whoa.
It's like it should work with Returnal and stuff, I believe.
Wait, is it just a?
It's Star Fox.
Oh wait, no, hold on. Wait, it's Mario.
Thank God there's platforming.
Mario.
I thought it was just gonna be you flying the fucking guy through levels.
Lame. If it was Pilot Wings and nothing else, it would have been fine. But...
Yeah. DJCS, yes. Play it. It's so good. I am so hyped for this. You have no idea.
They absolutely are the Nintendo of PlayStation with the designs of the enemies and like I love it. They immediately look so friendly and just so like it's perfect.
100%.
Like
they also they've got a bunch of PlayStation tie-ins into it, so like you can meet a bunch of characters that are from the old PlayStation.
I like that they're keeping the theme of it still being kind of like a demo. Obviously not a demo, but like
a
they still have the PlayStation in there.
Right.
They still have like stuff like that.
Oh,
might
this is
be
great.
8 levels and each one culminating in a boss kind of game, do you think?
Maybe.
It's
yeah.
Mega Man.
I think they're going to structure it very similarly to Mario, where every one of them's like a themed world, and then you got a boss at the end, kind of thing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We're going to see mechanics in each level that aren't going to be seen in other places.
Yeah.
They're going to be very economical with their design.
I think you could expect just what they do with Mario games for them to do with this game, the structure and everything.
Well, you're going to meet, it looks like, meet people in their worlds, like Kingdom Hearts.
Oh,
maybe, yeah.
That'd be sick.
And you're flying
all
around.
The Sony
And
worlds.
each of them
Did
have
they
a
do
little ship.
advertisements?
And then, if there's a new game coming out, they just release a new world that
And
you
then
can
you
go
can play
to.
the game again.
Yeah.
Release date. Let's go. It's this year.
That's really smart. That's really smart, actually.
God, I'm so happy about that.
That was really good, actually. Good job.
It does. It looks really
More
cool.
on the games
It looks
you just
really
saw,
cool.
as well as PlayStation.com for the latest on Days of Play.
Oh, was that
This
it? Are we at the end?
celebration runs
I think we're at the
through
end.
June 12th, with deals
Bloodborne.
on PlayStation Store, great new content, on
It's not
PlayStation Plus,
happening.
and much more.
We don't know that yet. Oh, one more thing. I'm waiting
Yeah,
for
one
it.
more thing. Give us the one more thing. Come on.
I think that's
That
it,
was it.
friends. They're recapping. Yep. That's it.
Well, this is the worst presentation I've ever seen.
All right, Infinity Nikki, Game of the Year.
I think in general, for a state of play, that was pretty good. I think they
It
gave
was
us some
good.
pretty good
Bad.
stuff.
That was not bad.
Yeah.
It did at the same time. It does feel like they could absolutely have a second presentation.
Yeah,
They
I wouldn't.
left enough out.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be
'Cause-
surprised if they have some big announcements during Summer Game Fest, like the actual show itself, because they always have something that they show there that's
yeah,
not
that's true.
shown at their own thing, right? And they sometimes save the biggest stuff, like the Last of Us multiplayer thing when that was still a thing. Like that was all done at SGF. They didn't have any of that in any of their presentation stuff. So yeah, very well could be. April was putting together like a list of all the stuff so we can go back through it. I don't know if she
Dalrog in
had
my
it.
chat said they
she
had one
put it
more
in there.
thing, but
Thank
they
you.
pulled it because it was 25 minutes of putting words in Neil Druckmann's mouth. Did you hear about that?
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for context for people who might not know, there was an interview with Neil Druckmann that went on that was like, oh, AI is going to be the future of our games. It's going to make things better. And we're like, you made a AAA video game and like put real work into all this shit, and you want it to be easier and what? Okay, fine, Neil. And then he came out and was like, yeah, this interview, most of this stuff they made up, which is crazy.
I can't believe that they got they didn't get away with it, but like the fact that they thought they could get away with it, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
who knows what he actually like?
Why would Neil not come out and say, hey, this is not actually what I said, that here's the full transcript of what I said, you know? Like,
yeah.
I don't get it. Chad is saying that they think it was a little underwhelming and a little mid. I think for me, I'm not comparing this to a PlayStation showcase, which if it was a showcase, I would want Ghost of Tsushima 2. I would want Blue Point's game. I want all first party big hitter stuff. For this being a state of play, which is like their lower caliber stuff, I don't think it was too bad. Like, I think we got some generally good stuff.
Yeah, this hold on. Well, April was coming up with a list of everything.
Yeah, it's in the thread for the specific event here.
Excellent. I will go and double check on there. Okay, so Concord was first, right? Damn.
Yep.
What a not gameplay until the end look.
Right. Yeah.
I know.
That game scares me because like it looks intriguing enough for people to try it out, but will it keep people around? Right.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
It's such a difficult genre because we've seen even games that are super innovative, like that one. What was that one that had portals? The shooter with portals?
Splitgate.
Splitgate,
Yeah.
which
And that's
was
really good.
yeah, and it was huge for such a long time, but now it's kind of died off. And so if even games that were so beloved like that for a little while can fall off like that, it's a tough market to go into.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's a little unfair, honestly.
Yeah.
Like they have to go and put their game up against like a billion other people making the same, not the same, but similar products in very similar ways, and then have to go and like fight for their little piece of market share that they want to go get out of it for a game that is marketed with, to be brutally honest, the second worst type of dialogue, I think, in a trailer, where the first one is like the Ubisoft style of like, oh hey guys, you log in and get your like update and whatever for today. Like the fake like in-game dialogue that they do. This was the quirky, fun, our characters are so fun, and you're gonna have to care about them before you even get a look at the gameplay of this. And it's like, no, I don't like that.
That's I think that's part of the reason why Fortnite does so well is like, I don't ever remember any trailers of any characters talking in Fortnite. Does that happen?
Maybe John Wick. Like, I feel like if they do like a tie-in or something and they have a trailer for that, but they just let like artists and things do advertisements for them. They don't even have to do that. They just say, oh hey, look, Lil Uzi Vert's gonna be doing performance, or they're gonna do a Star Wars reveal, right? They don't have to worry about the marketing. It's already covered for them.
And I think too, like
Jonesy quipping, like
what were you gonna say, Rods?
And the game design, I think, really helps with that too, just because there are no classes, it's just like there's no need to have like these different quirky characters. So it's much more accessible too, because like with any game like this, it does get very overwhelming with the more classes you have, for you to be able to say like, oh, now you have to learn this. Anyone new coming into this, it's more difficult to get people into it for sure.
Siege has 50 characters at this point, and to tell people how to play the game needs a flowchart now.
Oh god.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I think you nailed it right on the head though, Sandwichard, is like, there's so many of these games that they just keep fragmenting off the number of people that are willing to play these games. Like Chrissy said it in the chat, I'm tired of shooters. I want plot. I want generation defining characters. That's me as well. Like, I'll dive into these for like a week or two and play them and have some fun. But I want like the story driven stuff and all that. And like, the more that you segment off the player base that like only plays these kinds of games, it becomes a problem, right? Like it's just too much fragmentation. And once again, this is messing up. Sorry.
Because if they have to share the same market share as Fortnite, and let's say 1 million, I know it's not 1 million, but let's say 1 million people play Fortnite. If they want 10% of those numbers to get 100,000 people in there, that's still nothing in terms of a player base.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot. Like, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, there's 100,000 people playing live, but how many of those people aren't going to go, I bought this and I played it for 2 weeks, like you said, and then I'm going back to Fortnite.
Yep, absolutely. And you guys were saying that
PvP even.
You guys were saying that this looked very much like Destiny, and to me, honestly, I know I was joking at the beginning, but this kind of really reminds me of Lawbreakers in many ways.
I understand what you mean.
And again, I think it's the same issue. It's the same of all these things that we've been talking about. So, I'm just worried that this might just fall by the wayside, just like Lawbreakers did.
Yep.
There are so many games that want to inject character into these trailers to give you the sense of, oh, it's this big blue guy. It's a Star Child, I think his name is. It's this. I'm gonna his name in 5 minutes, but they have this guy who's like, oh, I got the thing. Then you got One Off, who's the big robot who's gonna take everything like seriously or whatever. You got your goofy gunslinger. Like, you have all this character in there, but I've seen these in all the other games.
Right.
I've seen these
it's not unique
in all of the other games. It's not even original.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yep. It's not narrative first. All right. Well, anything else about Concord before we go to the next thing?
God, I hope it does well.
Yeah, I hope so.
A part of me,
is a huge undertaking.
A part of me,
you can
like,
tell there's a lot of love and work.
Like, much love to the devs. I hope their jobs are safe, but a part of me hopes that this doesn't do well, just to tell Sony, hey, back off on this, because they have like literally 5 or 6 games as a service games like in development right now that are all going to come out of like, you know, within the next few years. And
we saw it
like,
here. All this stuff is coming out before the end of the year, except for like 1 or 2 things.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw quite a few of them, I think.
The next thing that we got, God of War Ragnarok PC release trailer. Oh my God.
What do we need to cover on that? That's gonna sell well.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there watching the trailer going, damn, now I can play this game.
Yeah.
Do we know who's porting it? Is it Nixies?
Oh, that is a very good point, Rods, because
does matter.
They have two different studios that do the PC ports. One of them is very good, and one of them is questionable.
Jetpack Interactive?
Interactive. I haven't heard of that.
That is not Nixies, which is problematic.
Yeah, that's scary.
Because Nixies does a fantastic job. They just released the Ghost of Tsushima and all the things that they have in there for PC. It always just works. They knock it out of the park.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who did the Last of Us, which was the one that.
Jetpack Interactive is a Canadian game development studio based in Vancouver. They used to be Black Box Games and a couple others. They did port God of War to PC.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. That makes sense
then.
then.
They did work on the last one.
Okay.
So that's good.
We're fine.
Yeah.
That one was good, yeah.
Chrissy has another good point. Here's the problem, though. A PC port is the highlight of a console showcase.
There's the issue.
Yeah.
A piece that's because we had to cover games as a service, we had to cover VR, and we had to cover PC ports. Again, I think the thing Demo said earlier, where there's something else coming, is like more true than ever.
Yeah.
Like if they're really gonna do Bloodborne, they're not gonna do it here.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. This very much didn't feel.
But
yeah. And Sony very much is, like you said earlier in the pre-show, Sandwicher, like their strategy is very much changing. They are not going to be just a console developer anymore. Like they're developing for PC and for PlayStation now, you know.
State of Play might not be big enough to announce those big things yet then.
True. Yeah. I think
or contracts also probably need to get worked out too, because that's a decision they thought of like 2 weeks ago.
Right. Yeah. I think if anything, I forgot to loop this. Sorry. If anything, this presentation has told me in a few months, we're going to get a PlayStation like showcase, right? Where they say over the next 3 years, here's the big first party. Here's the Naughty Dog game. Here's the Ghost of Tsushima 2. Here's Blue Point's game, like all that kind of stuff.
They didn't even have an old man playing guitar for 5 minutes. So,
right. Yeah.
That's some.
Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I was just about to say, I think that solidifies in my brain, like, if we don't see that, if we don't see a PlayStation showcase later this year, we're going to be starving for that content over the next 3 years.
Good point. That's a good point.
It's going to be forever until we see those games if we don't see anything for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
100%.
But yeah, what I was gonna say too is that if they are going to be having another presentation this year, like it's kind of not concerning, but it may be I just forgot what I was gonna say.
I want to say as a counterpoint to what the point might have been, this is probably about $1 million of promo, if that.
Yeah.
So if anything, if you're worried about what could come later, or because they're only showing this stuff off, this is stuff they desperately want people to see. Because honestly, you're looking at Dynasty Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking at Marvel Rivals. You're looking at the PSVR games.
Yeah.
Those are things that people want to go, hey, look, people don't know about PSVR. Before we make a big PC push, maybe we should tell people about these games that are coming out. And this just feels like big promo.
A lot of this also is, we have to keep in mind, is like contractual agreements with third-party partners. Like, to put this game on PlayStation, they have to have like a marketing push for it in a Sony official thing, right? Like this Dynasty Warriors Origins, like this very much screams to me, they signed a contract, they are contractually obligated to show this trailer at this event, right?
You reminded me of something. Remember a couple of years ago there was that really shitty asset flip game that was put on a State of Play or whatever, that was called like Legend of Black Tiger?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Life of Black Tiger.
I guess they have to go and put out these official Sony published or whatever games on a State of Play so people can see them, right? Which makes sense, but like that's insane that things like Legend of Black Tiger can get that same treatment as Dynasty Warriors Origins.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any comment or any commentary on Dynasty Warriors? I've never played Dynasty Warriors, so I am very much not the person to like commentate on this game.
It's one of my least favorite genres.
Yeah, this looks like more Dynasty Warriors to me, and I'm not really that
like
interested.
Dynasty Warriors will like it. Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody in the, I know, I think it was Butt Lasers that was in the chat saying like that this was looking good, and it was a Dynasty Warriors game before we realized what it was. I don't know if they're still around, but if you have any comments on it, I'd love to see it in the chat.
Oh yeah.
DJCS said, I mean, Wolverine is sitting there in their back pocket. The last I heard, that game is slated for 2026.
And that's
fair, a while
given...
off.
Wow.
Yeah. Like the end of 2026 is.
Because if they've been working on, because that's not Sucker Punch. No, it is Sucker Punch.
Insomniac is working on
Wolverine.
Yeah.
Insomniac is doing that one. Yeah.
And yeah, because if they just finished Spider-Man 2, it gives them 2 years to work on Wolverine.
Yeah.
They could probably use a lot of the same enemy types, maybe, if to go and cut down things, environments, not actions and motions and animations, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, because they had to fire a lot of people because of Sony, right? So
they had to fire a lot of people.
That's always concerning as well. But yeah, I did remember what I was going to say, and it was with what Chrissy mentioned, that the fact that if we're the most excited for a port to PC, and that's what I thought was interesting. Is I very much depends on the optics of if you're thinking about it as a state of play, like Demo has been saying, it's usually the smaller thing, or a showcase. So I think it was very smart of them to name it a state of play. But the thing is, I think most people don't discern that. So to most people, it is going to be a kind of just very meh presentation from Sony. Again, if this is it for them.
If you look at the population of the world, gamers are like the smallest tiny itty bitty slice. And then if you look at us, we are the tiniest itty bitty slice within that gaming slice, right? Like we are such a niche audience that are like very ingrained to like everything that these companies are announcing and what they're doing and all that stuff. Like the general gaming audience, like you said, does not pick up on these differences between what a state of play and what a showcase is. Right.
Absolutely.
So, very good call.
The general audience will look at Concord and say, this is gameplay and footage in Real Engine, and go, wow, this looks really good.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
This cutscene is incredible.
Yeah.
This cutscene looks so good.
Yeah, meanwhile, the three of us are like, this isn't fucking gameplay. This isn't an engine. What are you talking about? Like immediately we said that.
And they did not put anywhere, this is not gameplay. This is during that gameplay portion.
Nowhere.
Right. Yeah.
Also, Black Myth Wukong is fucking sick, by the way.
I'm very excited for it.
Shout
That's
out to
August.
Black Myth Wukong.
Right? August that comes out, I think.
I think so.
Yeah. Next up was Ballad.
Ooh,
What's that?
Bullshot. They did used to call them that. That's right.
What was that?
Bullshots. It was in chat by RDM Havoc. The term bullshot would be one of those trailers that would be a lie to get you to believe it was a real gameplay, like
right,
any of them.
Right. Next up was Ballad of Antara, I believe, or is this Infinity Nikki? This is Infinity Nikki.
Infinity Nikki.
This is
best game. This is the game of the year right here.
Yep.
So then, Richard, does this speak to you? Are you going to play this?
No. Now I will say two things about this. One, the fact that they don't show anything darker until right at the end goes to tell me that there is combat in this game that is more than just avoiding these obstacles and throwing this ball that you saw in there.
Yeah.
This is also going to be your waifu take a picture game, but I feel like there is going to be something here for not a hardcore audience, not like somebody who's go and play like Stellar Blade or something. Although I guess if you're trying to get pictures of your waifu, that'll be it. But there's something here because these models are too nice. This engine looks too nice. The lighting's too good. I know it's supposed to be photography, but there's got to be something more than it just being, here's this game for girls to take pictures of girls, because that's what this looks like.
Yeah, I don't know if this is trying to capture like the Genshin Impact audience or like
But that's
anything
the
like that.
thought, right?
Like,
If you have your own little cat thing, maybe there's more there.
Yeah. Could be.
No,
Could
I
be.
very much think it's not going to be just like because they show multiple little platformy areas and stuff. I think it's going to be kind of one of those games that you can do a little bit of everything. Kind of, you can fight, you can platform, you can take pictures, you can maybe farm. It's kind of an open world, but it's more chill, probably, maybe.
Yeah.
And
Stardew
it's
Valley.
yeah,
What did I say before? It was Disney Dreamlight,
yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
So because I've never played Disney Dreamlight, but I think it has some of those other things as well, right? Because you
I'm
said
not sure.
life sim plus combat plus waifu. Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems about
could
right.
be.
Maybe. And then from
Yeah,
the
also, it's crazy that they did nothing but show the camera off in that trailer.
True. Yeah. I believe this starts with the same logo. Yeah, this Infold or Intold or whatever. Like those were those were back-to-back games from
So then like Stellar Blade with Nikkei, I pointed that out during this, I think. If those are the same models and the same engine, maybe they use some combat stuff from this in that.
Maybe. I don't know.
Tied in the same universe, maybe.
This game spoke to me way more than Nikkei, for sure. Like this looks very much more combat oriented, story oriented, like more. I don't know. The Infinity Nikki just doesn't speak to me on the level that this game does. I'm much more interested in this.
This is combat,
right?
This is flare.
Yeah.
Is this game also Infold?
Yeah. This and Nikkei, which were the back-to-back games, are both.
Are you sure it wasn't the end of the
think.
last trailer? Because I'm looking it up.
Oh, really?
I'm looking Infold up, and it's only showing. Infinite Nikki.
Okay.
Let
we
me.
might have seen it wrong.
Yeah, maybe it was.
But I was wondering if it was
when I was
gonna be like
transitioning between them.
Like what was it? Like
Because
really,
if it is, then
no,
sure.
yeah,
Oh, no,
yeah,
it is.
yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, both of them are Infold. Yeah.
So then they have their models, their lighting, and whatever they're doing, and they're making two games in order to capitalize on two different SKUs and
two different, completely different player bases, in my opinion. Absolutely. I think the people that are going to play game A are never going to touch game B, and the people that are going to play game B are never going to touch game A. You know,
you don't know, I guess. If there's interconnecting stories or like whatever they have there, that could be something.
Yeah, could be. The next couple of games that we got were VR games. I think I'm going to spend a little less time on that because I do have to go here soon. But we had Behemoth and we had the Alien VR games. No to both of them for me because that is terrifying. And I don't have VR, and I just don't see the appeal of VR personally. I don't have a headset. I've never thought that. I'm just never into it, I guess. What about you guys?
I really like VR, but I don't have the time to do it. When I do sit down to do it, I want to do something that's not going to make me shit myself. Behemoth is one of those games, like I said, like in VR, scale is incredible. Like I have done stuff where it's made me feel absolutely tiny. I've stood on like the lip of the Hoover Dam and looked down to see like the lake below. I have been squashed by giant monster. I have done Alien. I have done roller coasters and things. I've been like swimming with sharks. Like the scale is really the thing that gets you. And these things being so fucking big is terrifying.
Definitely. 100%. Both situations are just very stress inducing for me, and I'd rather not.
The Alien game is, if they do it right, it could be the best horror VR experience.
If they're tailoring it specifically for VR, 100%.
Yeah.
It really could be.
Next up was Marvel Rivals. I very much anticipate that we are going to see more of Marvel Rivals throughout SGF. We're probably going to get multiple trailers of it, so I think I'm going to go ahead and skip it for today because I almost am guaranteed that we're going to see it again at like SGF or like one of the other showcases.
Probably going to have another character reveal or something.
Yeah.
At least every one of these.
Yep. Next up was Where Winds Meet, which
That's such a good name.
I could have swore that I've seen this before. I don't think, did we get any gameplay in this? I don't think we got any gameplay. So this is just like a cinematic trailer.
You can tone.
Yeah.
I did look the studio for this one up, and they are owned by NetEase as well.
Oh, so we had a kind of a NetEase block with Marvel Rivals and with this game then. So do you think that this is going to be like an online multiplayer game?
It could be. There's a lot of characters. There's a lot of different like factions. There's a lot of, but not sure.
Oh, we did get
Not
gameplay.
sure.
Okay, cool.
Souls like, yeah, that's right. We did get a little bit. This was the other Souls like. I said, oh, you're gonna have to play this after everything else.
Yeah, I'll give it a try. I mean, you know, I can tell that it doesn't have as high of a quality bar compared to like something like you mentioned, like Black Myth Wukong or something like that. Like this feels a little bit lower grade, but I'd be willing to give it a shot and see how it feels.
Yeah, this is very Sekiro fights.
As long as the systems work together, it should be fine.
Yeah. Anything else on this one for you guys?
It's got a lot of character, and the visuals look like fighting in an ice environment where you can get the particles and the whatever to go like that is always a really good treat.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to look that up in like 4K without any fucking compression.
Oh, yeah.
So that I can actually see it.
Right.
But like this, if this is what the game looks like now, that's hype.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Next up was the Until Dawn remaster / remake that we weren't sure which one it was. I mean,
port up, I think.
Yeah, it just looks like a re-release.
Yeah. I know Chrissy was really excited about it. She really likes Until Dawn.
Oh, wait, hold on. Thinking about that, what games were announced to come out for PC? Until Dawn and God of War, right?
Yes, I believe
Was
so.
that it?
I think that was it. We didn't get that for Astrobot. I think that's going to be console exclusive.
Okay.
Yeah, at least for a while.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Yeah. Next up was Path of Exile 2. So that is getting a... Hello? Oh, hi, bud. I'll be up in a second, okay?
And yeah, that's looking good. Path of Exile 2 is looking good. It's they didn't show too much in detail, but there was definitely a lot of. They showed that there was couch co-op, I believe, and that I think if you're going to bring those types of games to the console, I think is always a big plus.
Not just couch co-op, it had crossplay.
Yeah, yeah. But
which matters. Like
absolutely, no, it absolutely does.
Sony being one of the proponents of, no, we don't want to do crossplay. No, we want to keep everything like in our own. No, like that's a big deal.
Yeah, 100%.
Are they still doing that this generation for like third-party games?
I really think they're going to have to start doing it, or else they're going to have a dearth of content and money.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
And
yeah, I remember that being a big thing on the tail end of the PS4 and PS4 Pro, especially. What was it? What were the games? I think it was Rocket League and some other ones that weren't. But then this generation, I feel like they're kind of forced to go with it because otherwise they're
because of Fortnite. It's actually because of Fortnite.
Yeah, yeah.
They were like, please, and they went, no, because you point out Rocket League. Rocket League, if I remember correctly, they had the Switch to be able to turn on crossplay for everybody, and did it one time, and then they had to turn it off because Sony was like, we didn't give you permission to do that.
Yeah.
Next up was Silent Hill 2 after Path of Exile. Kind of disappointing, right? Like,
yeah, it did not look good.
Inappropriate to some viewers. It's inappropriate to me in my heart.
Yeah, it did not look good.
For big fans of game, and I think for people, like, I've never played Silent Hill 2, and this did not really do anything for me. You know, I don't know. Konami is just not up to snuff with the rest of the video game world, I feel like, at this point. Like,
no, they're not doing it.
Yeah, it makes me very concerned for Delta, right?
Exactly. Like
Snake
they're
Eater, right?
showing off the quality of this is indicative of how they're going. Now, it's not the same team. Now, they're going to be doing that internally for Metal Gear Delta, I believe. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. But this is, again, outsourced to Bloober Team. They don't have enough faith in their own product to go and make it a first-party studio that they handpick the people to do.
Right. Yeah.
Yep. The thing is, I'm completely okay with a studio or a publisher outsourcing it, as long as it's someone that has proven that they can do it really well, especially for something that is so beloved like Silent Hill 2. This is I would imagine should have been the best team, best of AAA studios should have been put into doing something like this, because this is a landmark game. And getting the treatment that we're seeing here it's sad, and like you said, Sandwichard, it's worrying about what they're going to be doing with all of their other projects. I
just realized they had a release date for that. I didn't catch that in the actual show. So October
8th, was it?
Yeah.
So we'll see.
It
we'll
reminds
see what they do
this
with that.
this situation kind of reminds me of the scuttlebutt that happened around when they announced Metal Gear Solid Delta, where they were like, we're making this thing, and it was like, okay, who's making it? Like, what studio's developing it? And like, they never said for a long time who wasn't who was developing it, right? Like,
I don't think they have still, right?
They
haven't
I'm
even
not
confirmed
sure.
that it is in-house.
Yeah.
I think it's in-house.
Okay.
Yeah, we think it's in-house, but they never confirmed anything.
I don't think they
just
put
said-
out any official information about it for sure.
What if it's also Bloober Team?
No, God.
Imagine Bloober Team does Metal Gear.
And there's a feature where you can flip flop between the two of them. Like you press a button and you switch between them, like that other game that they made. What was that called?
So it's like it is like Silent Hill, where you flip back from normal world to Silent Hill.
You get to decide which one is hell then.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Or it flips back to the remaster that was broken.
Right. Next up, Monster Hunter Wilds. I know there was a lot of people that are excited for Monster Hunter. I have never played it, so I'm not too much of an authority on this. I think it looks intriguing enough for me to try it, though. Like, enough people like Monster Hunter to the point where, like, okay, I'm willing to like give it a shot and see if I like it, you know?
That's how I feel about every Monster Hunter game, and I've played, I think, 5 of them for 30 hours at least. Again, each. I've put like 100 hours into this series at least, and I don't know if I like it.
Oh, man.
It's one of those things. If you have people to play with, it's going to be awesome. But if you're playing it all alone, oh, man.
Oh, yeah. I think this is definitely a game that you want to party up with friends with and play. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is great for the last couple, because they didn't have that until recent. Well, they did it for every other game, but they didn't make it so easy until now.
Right. Yeah. I think, Rods, you mentioned that there was some weird, like, you noticed some weird, like, frame kind of issues and stuff like that. Like, do you think that that's going to be a concern with us being in, like, the newer generation? Like, the last one that came out was for Switch, right? Switch and PC.
Yeah. And that one, all the trailers did reflect the performance on the Switch. I only think that there would be an issue if it's on console. But again, yeah,
Like
it is a very powerful generation.
Yeah.
There could be pretty much every single Capcom game has had PC performance issues because of the stupid stuff they do with
De Novo.
But like, I don't think that would be a reason for it to be showing up, because given the motion of things here, it looks 30 frames per second, while some other games looked maybe that they were running at 60. So, but that's pretty usual for quality mode in most games.
Yeah.
So like, it could be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, we got to remember this is probably being captured natively on a PS5 for this. So if they're doing performance mode, it'll be locked as 30 frames.
Right.
Yeah.
Good point. Good stuff.
So
go ahead.
Yep. No, I was just gonna say it could be an issue, but I don't think it will be for the most part.
Okay. Yeah, I'm excited to try it. It comes out in 2025, so we don't have a release date or anything. So they definitely got time to cook and keep going with this. Maybe performance gets better.
Maybe what you should do in the meantime, since you have like a year, is pick up one of the cheaper ones, see if you can get it off of like
Yeah.
Keys or something, and just try it for a couple hours.
I might
and
get, honestly,
even your beat.
I might get the Switch one and just like play it in bed before I go to bed.
I've heard those Rise games are really good.
Oh yeah.
I will say though, like Sandwicher was saying, it's way better with friends. So maybe that will not be the way you should go. Maybe you should go with World and play with people.
Yeah,
because
maybe.
World is constantly on sale on Steam.
It's really good.
Yeah.
So
maybe I'll have to give it a try. Yeah.
Wait,
But the
wait.
problem-
Did they right at the end there? Did they say that they're giving out
Oh, if you
special
have
things if you bought
save data from
from
World
the
and
other
Ice
games?
War,
Yeah.
get items in this.
Oh, there's my entry point. I gotta get the bonus item when the new game comes out.
The cat outfits.
Yeah, for World
Save-
and Ice. Oh, so it's
save
just
data.
for World, and Iceborne is just a DLC for it. So not for Rise at all.
And not the Sunbreaker or whatever the third DLC was for World or second DLC.
Yeah. Interesting.
All right. And then the last thing that we got after Wilds was Astrobot, which I think I made myself very clear on my position on this game. But
What an emphatic, like, wow, great way to end this program with something that looked good. Oh, that was Spike from Ape Escape.
Yep.
Did you see that?
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
ooh. they're getting me, the cynic.
No, but
this was a really nice trailer.
it was. Yeah. I'm super hyped for it.
It really shows that they're just doing more and expanding on the things that they know how to do best. Because the charm, just the character. We're talking about all these other games trying to inject character in a very artificial and forced way. These guys do it so naturally. They just put any character in there, and you're like, oh, I love how that looks. I love them.
Yeah.
So
With zero dialogue.
I was just about to say that.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yep. You don't need dialogue to have character.
Yeah,
No,
it's crazy.
These are chibified and like they have like whatever gross proportions or whatever. But like you've got like eyes that are really expressive, and you've got like what are the limbs? Are they like Rayman where they're kind of like floating off of the body?
I think they are. Or no?
No, they're
they're
just.
not.
But like even the dog, for example, like looks. You look at it, adorable. These gloves, adorable. It's just like it's perfect.
Yeah. The music goes a long way for this too, because in the tech demo one that they released with the PS5, like the music was really good. Really good. I was surprised at how good it was. So yeah, good stuff all around. I can't wait to play this. I'm so glad that it's this year. Like perfect way to end this show.
Oh, hold on. Was that supposed to be a shooting gallery section a la like the parts for Uncharted where you like kill hundreds of like natives?
Yeah, that was Nathan Drake.
Oh
yeah,
Nathan Drake.
And it was like the cover shooter. Like, I wonder.
Oh wait, isn't that guy from the one with the horns from? It's by the makers of Shadow of the Colossus. It's
Eco.
Yeah. That was
that
Eco?
Princess Fiona or whatever.
This guy?
Yeah.
There you go.
I think so.
Okay.
There's the
I love that they're not
And
just
then
going for the
Parappa
super
the Rapper.
popular, famous ones. Yeah, Parappa the Rapper. They're going for all of the even ones that nowadays for most people are kind of unknown.
Yeah.
Which I like.
People don't know Journey, I guess, anymore, and that is really sad. Hopefully, this game can get people to understand what Journey is, because of that game.
The final boss of the other game that came with PS5 was a callback to the original tech demo on the PS1 that they did.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was a T-Rex, right?
Yeah, it was all like a love letter to like all of the classic PlayStation, like going back all the way to the beginning of PlayStation. So if they keep doing it here, like perfect, like pitch perfect. I love that. Call back to all that stuff. They had like all the hardware at the end of this trailer that were all like spaceships like flying off into the distance. Like perfect. I love it.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
This is like nostalgia baiting done in the right way. Even though I know it's nostalgia baiting, I go, yeah, this actually looks like a fun thing. And it's like Sackboy, like in Little Big Planet. It's basically just that. You put a skin on your dude and then you just play the game.
Right.
Yeah, this very much feels like the new Little Big Planet in terms of that side of it.
And I guess next to see if there's co-op.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. They had some like competitive portions in the first game, so
maybe then
we'll see. Awesome. Well, that wraps up everything that I've got for the PlayStation State of Play Summer Game Fest Edition 2024. Sandwichard, Rods, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Sorry, my son came down here at the end and I was trying to like keep him off camera and stuff. So apologies for that. Apologies for the little bit of the tech stuff that was happening. It will only get better as the week and a half or so of this continues on. Oh, so much stress, so much work, but it is worth it. I'm so glad that we could do this. It was a lot of fun.
I have to see what other ones I can jump on.
Yeah, definitely. We are going to be closing out submissions for that today. So definitely jump in there. If any of you that are watching this that are in the CKT community are thinking, hey, this was pretty cool, maybe I could do that for another event, jump in there and do that before we close it out today. Go sign up. They close today. So awesome. Sandwicher, Rods, once again, thank you. I really appreciate you guys and all the commentary that you brought along with it. It would have been very hard to do this by myself. And this is the reason why I do it, is to talk with other people that are probably a lot smarter than me on video games. So I really appreciate it.
No, smarter than me? No, you've made a number of salient points today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't sell yourself short.
Awesome. Well, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. I'll find